I'm living in a scary house. I'm a scary bitch.
You have heard people say that artists are tortured souls. Perhaps it would be more accurate to say that some tormented souls are artists. Either way, there seems to be a remarkably apparent link between artists and various forms of traumatic stress. Art, in a multitude of mediums, can be readily explored as an outlet for such stress. It is readily available as a coping tool, even to those who may not feel that they have any artistic skill whatsoever. For creatives, the effects of trauma can often be longer lasting and more intense due to their inclination to keep thinking on it. Something I have often thought about over the years is the experience I had watching my very first horror movie in a theater. You may have heard that the devil wears ruby-colored pajamas. You've probably seen artist depictions of the devil wielding a three-pronged pitchfork, ready to jab some jabroni in the ass cheeks. I cannot speak on what the devil does or does not wear to bed, but my childhood self could tell you with absolute certainty that the devil did not use a three-pronged pitchfork. No, the devil owns a chainsaw. I was a child, younger than 10 for certain. My legal guardian took me to a movie theater somewhere in San Francisco's Mission District to see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Can I have some Reese's Pieces?
What started out as a fun theater visit, just like the one I was previously taken on to see the movie Bambi for the first time, would soon prove to be far from it.
Thank you.
I remember the coercive smell of hot buttered popcorn sold in striped cartons, a scent that I still to this day mentally associate with going to the movies. In my covetous little hands, however, I held the treat that I could never seem to get enough of after seeing the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Reese's Pieces. The carpet of the lobby was carmine, with grand patterns sewn into it, seemingly extending the length of the building's interior in all directions. The cushioned chairs inside the theater were a dusty maroon color, with spring-loaded seats that flipped up when you stood up. My legal guardian led me by one hand as I held my Reese's Pieces in the other, to where we found our seats, somewhere near the aisle in the middle. I hopped up onto my seat, my legs dangling above the sticky theater floor below. I would have been jabbering on to deaf ears about the Smurfs or some other Saturday morning cartoon I watched religiously back then, whilst filling my face with the candy-coated, peanut buttery goodness. And before long, the lights dimmed. The coming attractions showed, and the Chainsaw Massacre began. horror is coming to my senses outside of the movie theater, crying hysterically, shaking, traumatized, scarred. It would be years before I forgave my legal guardian for that. Years before I could sleep through the night without being plagued by nightmares. I would be as a man afflicted until the day I bought my first chainsaw.